a body loaded as cargo in an airplane. Today, you might enjoy the luxuries of first-class travel. Tomorrow, you could be packed like cargo, treated as mere luggage. Always remain humble. Always be grateful. Show love and kindness to everyone while you're alive. But have you ever paused to consider what happens to a body transported internationally after death? The process is harrowing, humiliating, and inhumane. The cold storage reality. When a person dies far from home, their body is often stored in a cold chamber. The freezing temperatures preserve the body. But imagine the torment of lying in such conditions, even in death. What if this was someone you loved? What if this was you? And yet, we justify this torment to satisfy our emotional needs and societal pressures. The cruel process of embalming for bodies. Being transported internationally, embalming is mandatory. The process begins with stripping the deceased of all clothing, reducing their dignity to nothing. A deep incision is made near the neck to expose a major artery. This artery is carefully pulled out, cut, and fitted with a cannula. The cannula is connected to a machine that forcefully pumps chemicals into the body. These chemicals are designed to preserve the body and prevent decay, but at the cost of replacing every drop of blood. To drain the blood, another incision is made near the groin, and veins are pierced. The horror doesn't end here. The chest and abdomen are cut open to puncture soft organs, like the intestines and stomach, releasing any remaining fluids and gases. These cavities are then filled with preservatives, and the body is stitched or sealed shut. The mouth, often left gaping open, is forcibly shut using adhesive or stitching. The deceased's face is then heavily powdered to mask any discoloration or signs of the invasive procedure. Cargo, not compassion. The embalmed body is then wrapped in plastic and placed in a wooden box. It is loaded onto a plane, not as a human being deserving respect, but as cargo. They reserve for soup. The journey is mechanical, devoid of emotion. Once the body, it's often delayed further by customs, lying for hours in the same inhumane conditions. By the time the body reaches loved ones, it has undergone indignities that no one deserves. The emotional justifications. Why do we do this? For a final look at the deceased's face? For a grand funeral to impress people? To avoid the whispers of society? These are excuses rooted in pride, not love. The truth is, we are putting our loved ones through torment to satisfy our egos. A call to reflect Islam teaches us simplicity and respect in death. The deceased should be buried as soon as possible, in the same place they pass away. Prolonging the funeral or moving the body across borders goes against this guidance. If loved ones cannot attend, they should pray, give charity, and accept Allah's will. Remember, the grandeur of a funeral means nothing in the hereafter. What matters is the respect and dignity with which we treat the deceased. The final reality as you read this, reflect on your priorities. Would you want to be embalmed? Your body invaded and mutilated, your dignity stripped away, all for the sake of a final farewell? Would you inflict this on someone you love? Death is inevitable. It is not in our control, but what we do afterward is, let us honor the deceased with simplicity and dignity, fulfilling our religious and moral obligations rather than subjecting them to unnecessary suffering. May Allah grant us all a good end and protect us from the indignities and torment of death.